Hi friends, my name is Hadassah Treu. I'm an award-winning Christian author, blogger and poet. Today I want to talk about the topic, how can we approach new endeavors by faith? So how do we react when God shows us a new area of growth, a new territory, a new assignment, or maybe a new mission? How do we feel about that? Do we feel fear? Do we have difficulty to trust Him? Are we reluctant to make the first step? We have two possibilities of reactions. One is to react in fear and disbelief, and the other is to express our faith and our willingness to follow Him. And I want to share with you today some valuable lessons based on the reaction of the Israelites after the exploration of Canaan, the promised land, in Numbers chapter 13 and 14. So before entering into the promised land, God asked that 12 spies or 12 of the leaders of the Israelite tribes go to explore the promised land. And what was the aim of this exploration? The aim of this exploration was for them to get acquainted and to get some foretaste of the land and of that what God was preparing for them. And actually this exploration was the first step of preparation to take action. And very often it is the same in our lives too. God wants us first to investigate, to explore His promises, His callings, His words, the visions He gives us, so we can have some we can have some understanding, we can gain some insight and have a foretaste of what God is preparing for us and about the blessings He's going to bestow on us. Actually, the spies came back carrying an enormous fruit, an enormous cluster of grapes. And this fruit was a testimony and kind of a teaser of all the prosperity and goodness God was planning to bestow upon them. But interestingly, the spies brought two different reports. So all 12 spies saw one and the same thing. They saw one and the same land, which was a rich land, beautiful land, a land where milk and honey was flowing, but also with fortified cities and well protected. So 10 of the spies gave the so-called bad report. And why was this report bad? Because they excluded God of the picture, they excluded His intervention and just saw the things through their fleshly eyes, through their limited perspective and limited resources. And this attitude, this bad report was just saying, no, we can't. But there were also two of the spies, Caleb and Joshua, who said, no, we can take possession of the land, we can go. And they gave this good report of faith and showed this attitude of faith and trust in God's faithfulness and in His power to fulfill His promises. So they were ready to make the next step. They have full confidence in God. So we need to be very careful about our reactions when God is asking us to do something or leading us or showing us something. Because we see in this example with the Israelites that disbelief can have really heavy consequence for a long time in their lives. And especially when we approach new endeavors initiated by God. So in the case of the Israelites, this bad report and this disbelief led to actually grumbling, complaining against God, complete loss of faith, and also complete misinterpretation of God's character, integrity, and goals. And instead of moving forward, they were moving backwards. This had also had consequences in their relationship with God. This reaction of disbelief and fear offended God, and he said in the word that they treated him with contempt and mistrust. So actually he was going to take action against them, and upon Moses' intercession he forgave them, but still he disciplined them and didn't allow of this generation to enter the promised land. So the consequences of their disobedience, disbelief, and their reaction upon the relationship with God had actually two aspects. First aspect is that they lost his blessings and they found death instead of life. As I said, the generation was not allowed to enter the promised land, and they found their death in the desert. But the second was also that they lost his favor, because in the word it says that they would taste what it is to have God against them and not for them. On the contrary, God saw and rewarded the attitude of faith shown by Joshua and Caleb. He allowed them to enter the promised land, and he fulfilled their promises to them. So what do we do when we are faced with new situations and new challenges? New challenges are really scary, and we may feel really very often reluctant to make the first step. But we need to know that with God we can take this first step into the unknown, because God is faithful to his promises and he is powerful to lead us and to give us what actually he has for us. And I pray today that God blesses our faith, increases our faith, and give us grace to follow him in the new areas of growth he has called us. I hope this encourages you to approach your new endeavors by faith. What are the new endeavors God has called you now? What are the new areas he is calling you? Please share in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, I would be very happy if you share it, like it, and comment it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time.